Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And as you can see, we are once again joined by Ellie from Silhouette UK. Ellie, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. Well, today you're going to show us something a little bit different. Obviously,
Yes.
the last time you were on, you showed us how to put stickers, vinyl onto bottles.
Yeah.
And now you're going to show us something a little bit different called heat transfer vinyl, I
Yes.
think. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right, got it right. So what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm gonna make you your own personalised tote bag
Oh!
with your name on it
Very exciting.
using the heat transfer vinyl.
All right, so what do you do?
So first of all, in Silhouette Studio, like we've done before, just get up your font and then we're gonna mirror it, which is the most important part because you've got to make sure it's facing the right way when you print it onto the fabric that we're using.
So normally on the normal vinyl that we use when we're putting on balloons and stuff, you just cut it as you see it.
Just cut it as you see it, as you want it to look.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas this, we've got to make sure we mirror it, otherwise your name will be backwards.
Okay, we don't want that.
And that's not what we want. So we're just gonna right click on it and press flip horizontally. And that will flip, and then we're just gonna move it so it still fits in the box that we've drawn around it.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna press send. And before we send it, we've got to make sure that the glossy side of the vinyl is facing down so that it prints and cuts it onto the right side of the vinyl. We can send that now. Because we're using an auto blade, it already knows exactly what settings we're using, and we've already mirrored it, so we can just do send as is.
So that comes up with a reminder saying, because it knows you're doing heat transfer vinyl, so even if you've forgotten, it's reminding you, you've got to flip this, dude.
Got to flip it.
If you've not, you can do it. Cool.
Exactly.
But you have. So
Gives you one last chance before you make a mistake.
Yeah. Have you ever made that mistake?
I haven't yet. But
Okay, good.
And then we can just pop out the vinyl. And then we're going to bring it over here and we're going to weed out our design.
Okay, and you've used that tip that you told us about last time, putting the box around it. That was very clever.
When you do the box, it just makes it easier to see all of the individual letters here, and it makes it easier, and you don't waste as much vinyl either.
So I didn't pay attention there. Is this, did you flip that over, or is the shiny side still at the bottom?
Shiny side is still at the bottom.
Okay, all right.
That's the bit we want to make sure is always facing down.
Okay.
And then
that is very satisfying.
I know.
We should make a TikTok out of this.
This is the fun part.
How do you know which bits to pick out?
So when it comes out, because it's clear on the underneath, it makes it really bold so you can see exactly what you want, and then you can just work out that you're not going to want the R filled, so you're going to want the little dot inside removed.
Yeah.
And you can just go around the box, so if you know how far you've put the letters from the box, then you can go with that from an outline. And you can always, if you are a bit like confused, look back at your computer and see the design there.
Okay.
And then see how far away it is as well, so that you don't get the wrong bits.
I would probably get the wrong bits.
I'll just take that off. There we go.
Cool.
And we just need to get this bit out of the R. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this down to size so that we don't transfer any extra.
So that has effectively got its own built-in transfer tape, if you like. Okay.
Yeah. So whereas if you were using normal vinyl, we'd obviously then apply the transfer tape using the squeegee and then line it up and put it on, whereas this has already got it on, as you said, so then we can just line it up.
Let's get rid of this. Shall I get rid of this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of that. And here's my tote bag.
So then just put it where you want it. So do you want it in the middle?
Have it in the middle.
In the middle. So put it there, push down.
And what's this?
And then this is a heat press. So we're going to use this to transfer the heat over.
I'm quite excited about this.
It's exciting.
So this is like a big iron.
Exactly. So if you push that on, you can just use an iron at home, depending on how big your design is. It just depends.
Yeah.
And different vinyls need a different amount of time as well to be pushed down for. So it'll just say on the packaging when you get your vinyl. This should take about 40 seconds. So.
My arms are shaking. It's quite hot, 187 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go a bit longer.
So when you put it on, it says 200, but then obviously when you then touch it, it cools down a little bit and then it works its way back up to 200. My arms are shaking now as well. Okay.
There we go, 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. All right, so.
Now we're gonna let it cool down. So some vinyls, heat transfer, you can just peel it away when it's still hot. Whereas this one, we know it's got to cool down before you do, so it's transferred properly. So we'll just let it cool. And then when we peel it away, it will have transferred.
How long will that take?
It shouldn't take too long, about a minute.
Okay, so we can do a little dance.
Go on, do your dance.
There you go, little dance. So before you started working with this, had you ever come across this before?
I'd never come across it before. I didn't know how any of it worked, but now I know a lot about it.
It is a little bit like magic because you just think, okay, what way should that be? And I guess you just get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And you learn as well, like when you go to peel it off, you start to learn how it should look and stuff. So it's trial and error.
Yeah.
It is. You learn as you go.
But the most important thing about heat transfer is flipping it.
Yeah.
That's what you've got to do there.
Flipping it and cutting it right. And as long as you do that, you'll be fine.
Okay, good.
You'll be fine. And then you can personalise anything you want, any clothing or fabric.
Yeah. So how do you know when it's cool enough?
It's still hot if you touch it.
Oh wow, that is
still warm, isn't it?
Still.
So just leave it until it's a bit cooler.
Okay, let's talk about something. So tell me about uni. Where did you go to uni?
I went to Nottingham Trent Uni and did business management marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
And now you're sales and marketing?
Now I'm sales and marketing for Silhouette.
Yeah.
I've done it for about a month and a half and I've learned a lot about these machines.
Okay, cool.
And how they work.
So what's the secret to marketing? To all our people out there that have small businesses.
Secret to marketing.
What's one piece of marketing advice with your knowledge and experience would you give everybody out there in the balloon world?
I would give, don't do everything exactly the same as what everyone else is doing.
Good tip.
Have a competitive advantage in your marketing.
Yeah. Like what? Give somebody some.
Like.
So social media, would you think social media is an essential?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Social media is an essential, but rather than just doing what everyone else is doing, put your own twist on videos that make it more authentic to you.
Yeah, very good.
In whatever way that means.
Or photos.
Or photos.
I guess we're just doing a video now, so.
And keep it fun and light-hearted. People like that.
Yeah.
People don't really like seriousness as much.
Yeah. People didn't tend to like my jokes on TikTok.
Oh.
They were not popular.
They mustn't have been funny then.
Right,
not you. I meant the people.
You've offended me a little bit, but okay.
I didn't mean you.
Backpedaling a little bit there.
Right, okay, let's see if it's ready.
Oh, that's it. Change the subject.
Okay, and that's transferred.
Oh,
nicely.
Look at that. Very nice.
Ta-da. Now you can take anything around with you and everyone will know your name.
And that was so easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's so easy.
Simple.
Quick and easy.
And a lot of tote bags, and we give tote bags like this away when we do training and stuff, and a little goodie bag. If you could actually, if you're doing something like that, you could personalise to every person.
Yeah,
so
you
they
could.
just had that.
And it's quick as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Quick. Yeah.
Ellie, thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Now, as a guest on BMTV, as you already know, you get to ask the question of the week.
Okay.
So for the BMTV Nation, what is this week's question of the week?
Right, my question of the week is, what is your favourite country that you've visited and why?
What is your favourite country and why? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. I've got to tell you, this morning in our team meeting, the question of the week was, what country would you like to visit?
Oh, okay.
Amazing, amazing. Anyway,
question.
thank you so much for that. That was brilliant. And thank you, everybody out there, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you've not subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon as well. And that way you'll be notified every time we upload a new show. And follow us on Instagram as well. Stay safe, stay happy. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.